So, dear students, the recording is started. Good afternoon. This is a class of professional practice law and ethics. Okay, so it is a continuation of the last class. We are discussing the fourth module of professional practice law and ethics. That is discussion about arbitration, mediation, conciliation. So, as a whole, we are discussing about ADR, that is alternative dispute resolution mechanism. Okay, ADR mechanism. Fine. So in this class, we're going to discuss in detail about arbitration, mediation, and conciliation. Okay. So yeah. So let's start my screen first. Okay. So in module 4, lecture number, okay, yeah, 3. So I guess we can see the notes, right? Okay. So yeah, so you can see the topic name, that is we're going to discuss about arbitration, mediation, and conciliation in India. Okay, so it's a general class. Okay, the basics of we are going to discuss about basics of arbitration, mediation, and conciliation, and all these three are actually the main part of alternate dispute resolution. Okay, so in together they are known as alternate dispute mechanism, or in general ADR, and it is generally adopted by the people. This particular mechanism is adopted by the people to resolve their disputes in an informal manner. Why it is called informal? Because it is carried out outside the court. Okay, it doesn't include the legal or court procedure. Okay, that's why it's called informal uh, way of solving the dispute. Okay, they try to reach a solution by settlement or negotiation with the assistance of a third neutral party, and have turned out to be an effective alternative to the litigation process. Okay, so this is a basic general uh, statement. It is given for ADR mechanism. Okay, so whatever you say, you if you consider arbitration, mediation, or conciliation. Excellent. So all these three, that is arbitration, mediation, and conciliation, all these three are together known as alternative dispute resolution. Okay, alternative dispute resolutions, and it is considered as an effective. It is considered as an effective alternative to the litigation process. Now, what is litigation process? The process which involves legal aspect. Okay, I think what is litigation mean? Litigation means whatever a legal action is involved, it's called litigation process. Okay. So whatever you say, particular this alternative dispute resolution. Okay. So when the method of resolution of the dispute chosen by these parties or chosen by the parties is other than arbitration, which may be in the form of mediation, negotiation, or conciliation, or local adalat, online arbitration, then it is alternative dispute resolution. So in short, it is represented as ADR. Okay. Regarding lok adalat also we have mentioned, we have discussed in the last class, lok adalat, isn't it? So it is frequently applicable in India only. Okay. So ADR, that is alternative dispute resolutions, ADR, it opens the way in the field of business and tends to solve the matter more effectively and efficiently. Okay, and it is more likely to find a solution to the dispute by negotiating between both the parties. The purpose of ADR is more than merely giving a remedy to the parties. It aims to ensure that the contract operates properly and the arbitration is an effective mechanism of dispute resolutions. Fine. So it is a general definition of ADR. Okay, now let's discuss about arbitration, which is a one form of ADR. Arbitration is a form of dispute resolution method in which the parties avoid the court proceedings and instead decide to resolve their dispute through appointing a third person, who is known as arbitrator and arbitrator. Okay, so if you're using arbitration kind of platform as a DPR mechanism, then you have to choose a third person. There must be one third person or neutral third person, which will be known as arbitrator. Now, what is the an arbitrator is appointed in labor disputes, okay, in labor disputes, business or consumer disputes, or even in the family law matters also, arbitration can be applied. So here you can also given some statement regarding arbitration. It is arbitration is the reference of dispute or difference between not less than two parties for determination after hearing both sides in a judicial manner by a person or a person other than a court of competent judiciary or jurisdiction. Okay, so it's like a court, but it is not involved in an actual formal legal procedure. Okay, in arbitration. So regarding history of arbitration in India, I will give you as a self study. Okay, sorry. Okay, I'll keep it as a self study about this history of arbitration in India. It is you just go through these notes. I'll just provide you. Okay, you just go through this about history of arbitration. Next, we'll discuss after arbitration. We discuss about conciliation as an ADR mechanism. As you already know, ADR have three mechanism or three approach. One is arbitration, next is conciliation, and another one is mediation. Okay, so second one is your conciliation. So let's discuss about conciliation. So it is a type of ADR where the settlement is made out of court. It is similar to arbitration. Fine, but there is no involvement of the court in the whole arbitral proceeding. Okay, that means during this procedure, there is no involvement of court. The dispute is settled by a neutral third party who is the conciliator. It means if this conciliation approach of ADR is used, the third person, which is new, act as a neutral deciding party, he will be known as conciliator. Okay, fine. Okay, next we're going to discuss about, okay, regarding adoption of conciliation process in India. Here is some history part. You can also go through this. Some informations are there. How this conciliation process developed in India. You just go through this. Next, we'll discuss about the third kind of ADR mechanism, that is mediation approach. So mediation has grown as the most advanced form of ADR mechanism. It is one of the methods for handling human relationship in a positive manner, mainly for the involved, good of the people involved, and for the betterment of the community. So mediation encourages a search for a solution by the parties themselves involved in the dispute. The basic motive of mediation is to provide opportunities to parties to negotiate and come to a final solution catering the needs of the both sides. It is an assisted negotiation and an informal process in which parties are aided by a third impartial person who is the mediator. So, if you are using a mediation approach of a DPR approach, then the third neutral person will be known as mediator. Fine. Who must have a specialized skills, request training, and sufficient experience necessary to assist the dispute parties for reaching a negotiable settlement. So there are some criteria for a mediator. Okay. So here some role of mediator also be given here. So what mediator done? So the role of the mediator is only to assist the parties. He does not have to decide who is right or wrong, and also does not have authority to impose a settlement on the parties. Instead, it provides a forum for principled negotiation. Parties come to recognize their true rights and needs instead of iteration of their rights, and they also come to realize that solution can be reached by satisfying each other needs. So there is some very thin difference between mediation and conciliation. Okay, so the mediation and conciliation look like similar, but they are not similar. At some point, on the basis of the role of mediator and it's called, in case of conciliation, it is called what? Let me check. Yeah, con conciliator. Okay, so based on the work or based on the roles or responsibility of mediator and conciliator, there is a difference between conciliation and mediation. Okay, so what is the difference between that? So listen carefully. The mediation and conciliation are two methods of conflict resolution in which a third party is involved. So this is a similarity. The mediation and conciliation, which both consider as a ADR mechanism, both are the method of conflict resolution in which a third neutral party is involved. But his roles varies from one method to another. That means roles of a mediator will be different from a conciliator. Unlike the conciliator, who has an active role in the conciliation process, like he can propose a solution to end the conflict, but the mediator only assists the parties throughout the mediation process to help them to find a solution to their dispute by themselves. That means a mediator will only give some suggestion. Okay, only he will assist the two party so that they can come to a particular solution by themselves only. But a conciliator, he give a solution by himself. Okay, so in case of, this is the basic difference between conciliation and mediation. Okay, so mediation and conciliation refer to a dispute resolution process in which two or more parties attempt to reach an amiable or suitable agreement with the help of a third party. Okay, so yeah, there is a difference between mediation and conciliation. Fine. So now, let's discuss about why This ADR, that is alternative dispute resolution, is preferred more than litigation, which involves legal procedure. Okay. So ADR means you already know that alternative dispute mechanism. As a it is a method to solve the dispute between two parties outside the court. Okay. So ADR has gained a rapid popularity over the years. The business disputes are solved more by the arbitration process than the litigation. The reason for active acceptance of the arbitration over litigation is due to many reasons, and they are as follows. So first advantage of ADR over litigation is what? Arbitration is more cost effective. The cost of the process involved in the dispute is much less than the cost involved in the litigation. So of course, since the cost the required for the use of the ADR approach is less compared to the litigation approach, and of course it will be more popular and can be useful. Next, number two, the process is more informal as compared to the litigation process. There are no lengthy procedures so that is present in the court. Yeah, of course, since it is an informal manner of solving the problem and doesn't require so much of legal procedure. Okay, so it's also cost effective. Also, it reduce time also. Okay, it also save your time. So from that point of view, also ADR is suitable or more popular than litigation approach. Number third is ADR is flexible, is more flexible than litigation approach. The parties can withdraw their case anytime they want, which it is not possible in the court process. Okay. Next, number four, the dispute is resolved more quickly with the assistance of a third person who advise the parties according to their needs and suitability. And this is not same in the case of the court process. The judge do not give judgment according to the suitability of the parties. Okay. So yeah, in case of ADR, you have some freedom of expression. You can also express your suitability or your needs. Okay, or judgment may be done according to your needs. But in case of code, it will be not the similar case. Next, number five, the resolution of the dispute is made faster. On the other hand, filing case in the court take years and years to resolve one case. So it is obvious you all know this term. So like this, in total, 8 numbers of advantages of ADR over um, litigation process are noted here. You just go through this one by one. Okay, fine. Now, and mediation and conciliation are different from each other. We already discussed about that. You just go through this. So finally, we have come to the conclusion of the class. So arbitration, mediation, and conciliation all are considered as the main alternative dispute resolution mechanism to litigation. Business people prefer this mechanism more convenient because it does not require a lot of lengthy procedure like courts. Here, dispute resolution is more informal as compared to litigation in court. Over the recent years, they have turned out to be more effective than the litigation process. Access to justice is there without the involvement of the court. Parties are more comfortable as they can freely express their own views, needs, and interests. So here some advantages also is given here. Advantages of arbitration, mediation, conciliation over litigation approach. So this is all about today class. So here we all discuss about mainly about ADR mechanism, that is alternative dispute um, resolution mechanism. Okay, where you can or a party or the parties can solve their dispute without involving the court proceeding, okay, which will take so much time. So within a very few time, within a very less time compared to the court proceeding, you can resolve your solution, resolve your dispute, okay, effectively and efficiently. Okay, and very one of the example of that particular area is what Lok Adalat in India. Okay, you can also search Lok Adalat. You can find out more information about Lok Adalat also. Right. Okay, this is all about today class. So here I want to close my sharing. Okay, fine. So I'll take the attendance now. Fine. So I'll just close my recording now. Anyway. Okay. Please respond to your call. Okay. Rule number 1,
Yes, sir.
2,
Yes, sir.
3,
Present, sir.
4,
Present, sir.
5, 6, 7,
Yes, sir.
8,
Yes, sir.
9,
Present, sir.
10, 11, 12,
Present, sir.
12, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17,
Present, sir.
okay, 18,
Yes, sir.
19,
Yes, sir.
20,
Present, sir.
okay, 21,
Yes, sir.
22,
Yes, sir.
23,
Yes, sir.
24, 25,
Present, sir.
26,
Present, sir.
27, 28, 29,
Present, sir.
30,
Present, sir.
25, 25 given, 31, 32, 8 given, 32, 33, 34, 33 है क्या?
Yes, sir. 34, sir.
Okay, 33 तो नहीं है ना?
No, sir.
35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 40 ठीक है, 41,
Present, sir.
42, 43,
Yes, sir.
44,
Yes, sir.
45, 46,
Yes, sir.
47
45, sir. Present.
ठीक है,
Sir,
47,
sir.
45 given
45
47
and 45.
दे दिया है, 48, 49, 50. Anyone left? Okay, who have given attendance, you can leave the class. Thank you. 40, 40 given, 8 given, 45, 45 दिया हुआ है, 11, okay, 11 given. Anyone? टू गिवन है, 25 के गिवन है, 43 गिवन है. ठीक है, एनीवन लेफ्ट? सो क्लोज कर दूं. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 13 14 15 16 17 18 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. ठीक है, I'll close the meeting. Okay, thank you for attending.